Yo, welcome back to a video, and today we are reacting to 3 true horror stories animated. But yeah, we got 3 true horror stories animated, and let's get straight to it, my niggas.
My name is Jessica. 5 years ago, when I was 12 years old, something happened that changed my family's life forever. To this day, no one has found an answer. It started out at my aunt's house. We were all invited over. Their old, sprawling home sat in one of the city's oldest neighborhoods. It was a 2-story house with a large backyard, countless rooms, and a dark basement that none of the kids dared to enter. The house smelled of old wood and dampness. The windows were always half open, and the curtains kept the rooms dim even during the day. All of the adults were gathered in the living room, drinking tea, eating fruit, and chatting. The kids were free to do whatever we wanted. My aunt's daughter, Angela, and my uncle's daughter, Alice, were both 8 years old and completely obsessed with hide and seek. They started playing right after lunch. At first, Alice hid while Angela searched. Angela was surprisingly good at finding people, and every time Alice thought she found the perfect hiding spot, Angela would discover her within minutes. Eventually, it was Angela's turn to hide. Before running off, she laughed and told Alice,
"This time, you won't find me."
Alice closed her eyes and began counting to 30. The moment she started counting, Angela ran out of the room. I was sitting on the couch watching a movie, but every now and then, I glanced over at them. 30 seconds passed. Alice opened her eyes and started searching. She checked the living room, the kitchen, the bedrooms, the closets, and then she went upstairs. I could hear her footsteps echoing across the old wooden floorboards. Every few minutes, she would shout,
"Angela, I found you!"
But no answer ever came. 30 minutes passed. Alice finally came downstairs. Her face was red, and she was sweating. She walked up to Angela's mom and said in a shaky voice,
"Mom, I can't find Angela. I looked everywhere."
Angela's mother laughed. The adults were still busy talking and didn't think much of it. Another 30 minutes passed. Alice was starting to cry. Now some of the adults got up to help. They opened every door, looked under beds, checked closets, searched the backyard, the garage, everywhere.
Damn, nigga, where was y'all in that, bruh? I mean, the house is big as shit, so.
There was no sign of Angela. Then it was time for everyone to leave. Angela's father stood up and called out loudly, "Angela, sweetheart, come out. We're leaving now." The house fell silent. No answer. That was the moment everyone realized something was seriously wrong. The search became frantic. Every room was checked again. Every closet, every cabinet, every possible hiding place. They even unlocked and searched the basement, a place that was normally off limits. Nothing. No sounds, no footprints, no toys, no clothing, no sign that Angela had ever been there. The police were called. Tracking dogs were brought in. They searched the entire neighborhood. Officers combed through nearby streets, yards, and abandoned buildings. Local news stations even covered the disappearance, but no clues were.
So, like, did she go outside, though? Like, did she go outside and try to find a spot? Because there's no way they ain't find her inside the crib. Yeah, she had to go outside and find a spot.
Ever found. It was as if Angela had simply vanished the moment she went to hide. 5 years have passed. Angela is still missing.
Damn.
Sometimes I dream.
5 years, nigga? Are we dead ass 5 years, bro?
About her. In those dreams, I hear her voice calling to me from somewhere dark, a closet, the basement, sometimes from behind a closed door. She always says the same thing.
"Find me."
But whenever I reach her and pull the door open, I only see a shadow, and then it fades away. Alice barely speaks anymore. Angela's mother still bakes a birthday cake every year and lights candles for her daughter. She never misses a birthday. My aunt's house has never felt the same since that day. Most people simply refer to it as the incident. But those of us who were there know something about that day felt terribly wrong. Sometimes I catch myself wondering if Angela was never really found because she never left. Maybe she's still hiding somewhere inside that old house. And maybe she doesn't want to be found anymore.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. The
Hello,
Frank horror
Onesie.
story?
I've always loved scary stories,
Damn, nigga voice deep than a bitch. Hold on, slow down, homie.
but I never imagined I would experience something like that myself. It happened about 12 months ago, and
Bro. And but I think I'm hearing cats fucking screaming outside my crib. Yeah, I'm not tweaking, bro. Bro, shut up, bro. I'm trying to record here, dog. Sorry, bro. Cats be tweaking.
just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. That day was like any other. At least that's what I thought at the time. My parents and older brothers had gone to work, and I was home with my 2 younger sisters. They were playing with toys in another room. I was comfortably immersed in the chilling atmosphere while watching your horror videos when I suddenly heard something. It was a whisper. It was faint, but I could hear it clearly. Come here. Come here. At first I thought I'd misheard. Then I heard the sound again. Soft, almost broken. It sounded like the voice of someone who hadn't spoken for a long time. My sisters didn't notice anything.
Nah, that nigga in the closet, gang. That nigga on some R. Kelly shit. Nigga, check the closet. I ain't gonna lie, that looking give me chills. I ain't gonna lie to
They
you.
continued playing as if nothing had happened, but I jumped up, my heart pounding, and went upstairs. Our kitchen was upstairs. The moment I stepped onto the last step, I heard the sound of something being chewed. It was a very loud
The fuck? What?
sound, and then I saw her. A woman. No, she was closer to a shadow than a woman. Her gray hair, reduced to nothing but bones, covered her face. She stood in front of an
Nah,
open
how she look like, bro?
refrigerator,
I gotta wait till she
eating
turn
raw
around.
meat with her bare hands. Blood was dripping from her mouth, and she turned around and looked at me. Her eyes were cold,
Oh
hazy
my
blue,
gosh,
as if they'd
bro.
seen too much. Blood stained.
Bro, she's off them pills, bro. Literally off them pills, dog. Or she haven't slept in fucking 30 days straight, bro.
Her lips, and she wore a chilling smile. It was a
Hell
twisted,
nah, bro. Get
terrifying
out of there,
smile.
gang.
I
Get out of there,
screamed. I slammed the kitchen door shut and ran downstairs.
Yes, bro. Get the
My
hell
siblings
up
ran
outta here,
toward me
bro.
crying, and then everything went dark. I lost consciousness. Our neighbor heard the scream and ran into the house. He saw the woman too. She was staring at us with a knife in her hand, her mouth still covered in blood. The police arrived soon, and she was arrested. We later found out she was a mentally unstable homeless person who had entered through an unlocked door while we were distracted. I was so engrossed in scary stories that I didn't even realize someone had broken into the house.
Bro, how you want to hear her at, bro? How, gang? You want to hear the little creaks on the floor and shit, gang? Like, bro, because it looked like he ain't had no headphones on, bro. And nigga, there's no way that the device was that loud where you couldn't hear a nigga walking past you, bro. Come on, bro. You got it.
But what was the most horrific part? Even now, when I close my eyes, that woman comes to mind. That face, those empty eyes, that
Look at my
blood-stained
face, old ass
smile.
lady. Fuck out of here.
This happened one summer, about 2 years ago. I had just graduated from college, and I was on my way to a friend's place to drink and party. As I drove along the highway, the sky grew dark before I realized it, so I pressed it down on the gas, hoping to get there faster. At the same time, I was buzzing with excitement, thinking about all the fun my friend and I were going to have that night. Before I knew it, the moonlight was illuminating the road, and dense forest stretched out on both sides. There were hardly any cars around. When I saw a sign for a rest area, I decided to pull in and grab a quick snack. The moment I stepped out of my car, something caught my eye. A man was standing nearby.
Shit. Bro, how was that so loud in my ear? That fucking bass drop, bro. Yo. Bro, niggas mad lucky my headphones not all the way turned up, because if it was, boy, I probably would have jumped off my seat.
Staring at me. I froze for a second, but tried my best to act casual. He stood in a dark corner, his face hidden behind thick, black hair. In his hand, he held something that looked like a metal pipe. He lifted it to his mouth like a microphone and began humming a strange tune I couldn't quite make out. Assuming he was just some weirdo, I hurried past him and headed toward the convenience store. Even after I reached the entrance and glanced back, he was still standing there, watching me. As I entered...
Oh, that nigga was trying to get a tip, bro. That's probably why the nigga started performing and shit, like on some usher shit, because he was probably trying to get some money, bro. But you walk right past him, so that nigga gave you the death stare of hell, dude.
The store, I noticed the clerk was nowhere to be seen. Instead, I could hear someone humming softly, somewhere between the aisles. By that point, I knew something felt wrong. I quickly grabbed an energy drink and headed for the exit. Then, a loud bang slammed against the glass door behind me. I spun around. The man from outside was opening the door and stepping into the store. Under the bright lights, I could finally see him clearly. He was tall, and his hands were covered in scars. Slowly, he started walking toward me, gripping the metal pipe. Then he spoke. "Your screams will make our song complete. We needed another instrument, and then you showed up." As he stared at me, his eyes...
Yo, hell nah, I ain't gonna lie. See, that's why y'all need guns, bro. Y'all need guns. So, these type of niggas right here, just uphold on them when you say some dumb shit like that.
Oh, your voice will be amazing for my new song that's dropping this Friday.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like when you say something like that, just uphold on them, nigga. What? No, nigga. Excuse me. We got a problem, like on some shit like that. But if you don't got that, especially if you short against this tall nigga, then you might gotta do a run for it. But hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. Or have a pocket knife, something on you, nigga. Just have something, gang. Pepper spray, like, just have something on you. Stuff like this.
Eyes moved up and down my body, sizing me up. And as they did, his humming grew louder. The clerk was still nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, the person hidden somewhere between the shelves continued humming as well. The two sounds blended together in a disturbingly perfect harmony. My heart nearly stopped. Then it began pounding so hard, I could hear it in my ears.
It's two of them? I thought it was only one. It's two of them. What? Oh, yeah, you definitely should have had pole on you, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
The man's footsteps seemed almost rhythmic.
This nigga starts to boogie down, gang. Like, this nigga know you free meat, you free meals, gang, you free features. That nigga start busting a move, gang. That nigga found his person.
Like he was moving to the beat of some invisible song. Then he pulled out his phone. He tapped something on the screen and held it up for me to see. A voice recorder app was running. Next, he set the phone down on a nearby shelf. Then he gripped the metal pipe with both hands and took a stance like he was preparing to...
Nigga, what are you doing? What are you doing? Nigga, run. Get the fuck up out of there, bruh. Get up out of there, gang. Why is you still in that store, bruh?
Swing it. At that moment, the air seemed to freeze. I ran.
Yes,
I bolted for the door
run,
and
bro.
Sprinted out of the store. Seconds later, he came
shit.
charging after me. I jumped into my car,
surprised
started
that
the
nigga started
engine,
running.
and slammed my foot on the gas pedal. As I sped away, I
Yes.
saw him climb into a truck that had been parked in a dark corner of the lot. Then he
Oh, that
came
nigga
after
on
me.
his
The truck
ass,
raced
bro.
onto the highway behind me.
What
As he drove, he leaned his head out the driver's side window and screamed in an impossibly high-pitched voice.
Was that nigga a rock star back in the day or something? Yeah, like some type of rock band or something. This nigga had high notes like fucking Mariah Carey in this motherfucker.
Hands shook violently on the steering wheel, but I kept driving as fast as I could.
Yeah, bro,
Eventually,
keep going,
the truck grew smaller and smaller in my rearview mirror. Then it disappeared completely.
Get the hell out
It took a long time for the shaking to stop. The entire drive afterward felt unreal. Thoughts poured through my head non-stop. The strangest part was that I never saw a single employee in that store. I still don't know whether the person humming between the shelves was actually a clerk or someone else entirely. It was well past midnight when I finally arrived at my friend's house. Still shaken and half-dazed, I told him everything that happened. He was horrified. He told me I should call the police immediately, but by then, I felt like it was already too late. Since that night, the man has appeared in my dreams from time to time. In those dreams, he always catches me, and he always beats me. I wake up every time, fighting the urge to scream, and the tune he was humming, it never really left me. Even now, I can still hear it playing over and over in my head, like a song that refuses to end.
That's crazy. That's absolutely wild, dude. Well, okay. The most one that I found terrifying, I'm not gonna lie, cause this one is low-key way scarier than the last one I reacted to. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to say the last one. The last one pretty crazy. Like a tall nigga staring you down at first. This nigga starts singing, had high notes and shit. Don't mind him. Let me go to the gas station. You don't see the worker up there at the cashier. And then cuz come in.
Yo, bro, we need you in this new track coming out this week.
And then you had niggas doing ad-libs in the back. Probably saying this lit. Yeah. Probably had Travis Scott back there. And then that nigga went on his phone in front of you, went on a recorder app, played that motherfucker, started, set that bitch on the shelf, and grabbed his pole. Imagine if that nigga wasn't fast enough, bro. He would have been fucked. Bro. Then that nigga would have been on that new song, gang. And what if they song would have went platinum, bruh? What if they song would have went platinum, dog? And they got you in the background screaming, literally dying. And that bit went freaking platinum, though. Imagine the niggas listen to the instrumental and they fuck with it, though, because the beat hard. But they got your screams in there included. They're like, hold on, this bit tough. That's what I'm saying. It's like stuff like that, bro. Like, you never know. But yeah, that was the most terrifying to me. But yeah. If y'all want some more of these animated reactions to these horror stories, I got y'all. And yeah, see y'all in the next one.